Hi there, and waving. Happy Friday. It's Brian Biggs here in my studio. It's around noon, getting close to noon. By the time I post this, it'll at least be noon. I'm here in the studio. Today we're going to read another book. Not a joke today, although I do have some jokes to show you. I had a few people on Facebook and email and stuff send me their own versions of either jokes that I drew or their own jokes. Let's start with this one from Abby. Hey, Duck, how do I get to the other side of the river? Duck, you're already on the other side of the river. Thanks, Abby. They look really awesome. This one is from Wendy. What do you call a dog magician? A Labrador. It looks a lot like Snoopy. I love it. Wendy's a friend I went to high school with. And this one came from Gray and Miles down in Ardmore, Pennsylvania. They sent me two, but I can't find my printout of the second one now that I'm here on TV. So they wrote from yesterday's joke, hey, I want a hamburger. Librarian says, a hamburger, this is a library. Duck says quietly, oh, I want a hamburger. So thanks for that one, Gray and Miles, and your mom, Hannah. Appreciate it. So today we're reading Noisy Night. This book was a blast to illustrate. It came out in early 2017. Mac Barnett wrote it, and Mac's doing his own story times. I think at night he's doing chapters of his spy autobiography, which is hilarious to watch. And he's doing some Operation Storytime stuff as well on Instagram. So Mac wrote this thing. I illustrated this thing. Roaring Brook Press, part of Macmillan, published this thing. And in early 2017, Mac and I did a tour of, we went across the country, really, Boston, Philadelphia, Washington, Grand Rapids, and Santa Cruz, California. And at one point in Santa Cruz, we read the book aloud to a gymnasium of about 300 kids, which was one of the happiest book reading experiences of my life. It was a total blast. We wore pajamas and... yeah, so this is a funny book. This book I thought of today because this book is almost about social distancing, which you'll see in a minute. It's prescient, I suppose you could say. I'm going to put it on a little stand here that I have because the way the light is reflecting, it's kind of odd. So another thing about this book is it has been translated into a few languages, including Chinese, Japanese, which this translation I believe literally says noisy apartment, even though my Google Translate app keeps coming up with 53 apartments, which is maybe close, but not quite. And then this one here in Korean is upstairs every night noisy, is what Google Translate says this translates to. So it's always a lot of fun to see work translated into various languages. That's great. So this one's the English version. The story is sort of told on the cover. So let's begin here. First of all, a little different from a lot of books, the story begins on the end papers, which are usually just a pattern or a blank, colorful way to get into the book. And then the story begins after the title page. In this book, the end papers and the title page tell part of the story. In fact, I'm going to take that cover off here, get it out of the way. And so here we have the beginning of the story, a kid asleep late at night. Noisy Night by Mac Barnett, pictures by me, and he's woken up, the lights are on. What is going la 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 above my head? So the trick of the book is everything's happening above or below the floor we're looking at. So here he's hearing a noise above his head, and kind of the thing is to guess what's going on up there. So he says, what is going la 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 above my head? What do you think it could be? Let's find out. Oh, a man is singing opera above my head. And he's saying la la la. He says, he hears a noise as well. Whoa, what is going ma 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 above my head? What do you think that could be up there? So there's a noise above his head. Oh, it's a baby. A baby is cooing above my head. Mama, mama. Something wakes up the baby. What is going ba 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 above my head? What do you think that is? Whenever we show this aloud, kids always yell, "It's a sheep with a scarf," and you're like, "That's crazy. It's a city apartment. How could there be a sheep with a scarf in your third floor of your apartment?" But you're right. It is a sheep with a scarf. A sheep is speaking above my head. Meh, meh. Like I said, it's a fun book to read aloud because of all the sound effects. Parents out there, get it right. Do the sound effects. What is going ha 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 above my head? What do you think's going on up there? Yeah, I hear you. You're saying Martians? Oh, no, cowboys? Let's see. Cowboys are laughing above my head. And they're going, ha, ha, ha. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Howdy. What is going wah, wah, wah above our heads? What's going on up here? It looks like a kid in striped stockings, maybe. A girl is playing trumpet above our heads. Wah, wah, wah. Now she's startled. What's going caw, caw, caw above my head? What's happening over here? Is a feather falling from something? It's a crow. A crow is squawking above my head. Caw, caw, caw. The crow is startled. What is going rah, rah, rah above my head? That's pretty obvious. Spoiler alert. Cheerleaders. Cheerleaders are cheering above my head. Rah, rah, rah. Can you do a cheer for me here? That would be awesome. Do a cheer. I want to hear a cheer. Go for it. All right. That's a pretty good cheer there. So the cheerleaders. What is going cha-cha-cha above our heads? Looks like maybe some people dancing up there. Let's see. Yeah, a couple is dancing above our heads. Cha-cha-cha, cha-cha. Put on some cha-cha music to this one. Now, lastly, they're saying, oh gosh, they had to stop their music. What is going blah, blah, blah above our heads? What do you think's going on up here? Looks like somebody's in bed, maybe. Turn the page. An old man is hollering, go to bed! Yeah! So, Sasha and I live in a house with some noisy neighbors. And the other night, they were running up and down their stairs constantly until about 11 o'clock p.m. And I thought of this book. I was going to go bang on the wall and just tell them to go to bed. I feel like this is me in my old age here. Oh, God. But look, they turned off the lights. Click, it says. Old man's not hearing anything now. It's quiet. And he happily goes to bed. The end. All right, Noisy Night by Mac Barnett. Illustrated by me. I hope you loved it. Let's think of something to read for next week, or more jokes. Hit me over the weekend if you like. Show me some jokes to illustrate, or if you have any requests of books that I've illustrated or written, we'll get to that next week. So stay good, stay well, enjoy your weekend. Bye.